Yes, you heard me correctly. There are people who were betting on whether Jesus was going to come back 2025. And I am telling you right now, the numbers were as high as $1 million. 18 million rands was almost spent just speculating on whether Jesus was coming 2025. And looks like when Brother Joshua came up, the votes were going one way, and then they started to really lose. But when Joshua came out about 2 months or so ago, it started to really go further down. The prophecy only made it worse. And yesterday just kind of like completely slashed it to 0. I'm not even kidding. It killed it all the way down because there was less than 2% left of people that were still saying yes. That killed it to about 0.8%. People saying yes. Everybody else was saying no. I'm going to show you the comments that are around that in case you are even it's your first time even hearing of such a thing. Yeah, people were betting on that. What exactly is it? I'll describe it. Please be very careful. Do not fall into gambling behavior. And by the way, I want to talk about also this story about this lady who was working at KPMG. Y'all know the international known company KPMG. She sent an email willing to risk termination from her job to tell them rapture was going to happen on the 24th. She was willing to risk. She even says it in the article. She even said it in the email. She sent everybody at work an email. So we're going to talk about that. Spirituality Show, we do daily Christian commentary videos. Other episodes down to the bit down in the pinned comments. And yes, this is a third episode of the day. Other episodes down today, they'll be down in the pinned comments. So check them out, and I'm gonna check you. I'm gonna see you over there. All right. So I want to start first with the people betting on Jesus coming, because I found that that was wild. What? People are betting on Jesus coming back. Basically, they are betting sites that bet on everyday news. They are prediction sites. Okay? Don't get into this stuff. You can get your addiction. Do not, I repeat, do not get into this stuff. Okay? At least you have an addiction and then you are no longer coming back. There are websites actually. There's been one particular website that I knew of, and I only heard about it early this year, about January or somewhere there. This is what those websites look like. Yes, this is it. This is everyday news. In case you are wondering, are these stocks? Are they what? No, they call them shares. We are buying shares into news. Guys, these are some of the most weirdest news you will ever hear probably in your life. So you see that thought you've had. They bet on everyday things. Let me just show you like the extent of the things that they are actually even betting on. Okay, so let me put this up here. So one of the things that is happening right now that they wanted to bet on was the subject matter of the mayoral elections. So this is a real news event. So people will go and say they think this person will be voted in or this other person. And guess what? $95 million was put on that. That's wild. News, just everyday news. Have news updates. I want you to understand before I even explain the bet, like the whole thing, that before I even go to the part of Jesus, them betting that Jesus was coming or not coming this year, so that you understand. Say for instance, they say, do you think this person will go and get a surgery? And then you are like, someone says yes, someone says no. They pair those particular thing, and then if the other one is right, he wins the bet, the money goes to them. So if any news come out that might suggest that the other person is right, it will increase in that person's direction. So say for instance, so and so, they say this person is in Istanbul right now. The stock will go. Why? Because the person who said yes is right. You get? So that's how this thing works. So there are news, the same way you know stocks. This is what this is. That's why I'm saying, very careful. Don't get involved in being busy and betting things that don't make any sense. Okay. For example, right now there is the whole situation with Donald Trump's H1B visas. Yeah, guess what? They already have votes concerning it. And so they are betting. There's already 140,000 that has been put on those bets. And people are deciding whether it's a yes or it's a no. Now you understand. This is the first one that I heard about. And the reason why I heard about it is because I was following the news of Trump's election early on this year, but not mainstream news. I don't normally follow mainstream. I mostly prefer watching news from independent people like YouTube, all those type of things. So I watch news, especially with politics or tech and all those. I watch from geek communities. The reason why I watch from a geek community is that people in the geek community tend to have aspects of the news that you are not going to see in the news, to the decrease all the way down. When I said Brother Joshua's prediction completely killed it, I mean it. Okay, let's go over to it. This is it right now. This is the share price of whether Jesus will come back this year. You will notice right now it's less than 1%. Over $1 million was spent on this, and yesterday, boom, it completely nuked it. Okay, if you just go a day ago, that's just yesterday. After the rapture prediction trend, boom, it went all the way negative to, it was 1%, and then now it's down as far low as 0.7%. 0.7% from 3% of people. You can see the transactions, but you can see literally yesterday, 23rd, after this failed prophecy, it just dipped and it died completely. Joshua's prophecy comes out, what is it? Joshua's first video. If you go back into the website right here on YouTube, so the first interview of Brother Joshua, which is the famous one, this one here, you will see that it was uploaded by June 17. That's when the first episode came out. And if you check on the website where the stock for Jesus' return is, this is pretty wild. That is pretty wild. So they established this thing around March. Right there you can see at the top, March 2021 or so. And then it kept at the same area. It kept at 3% down to 2.9, and it just kind of stayed there. By June, it came down and it never went back, and Joshua's prediction was made roughly around the 17th. The 17th, and by the end of June, boom, July came, it hung a little bit, and boom. I wonder when was the second one. The second one, I know it was like a month later or so, and then boom, it went, and further, and then now in August, with all these trends of confirmation, look at that, it just keeps dipping. It dipped yesterday or day before yesterday. It hung up at the top at 1.6, and now people that are saying yes are less than 0.8. Okay, yes, 0.8 is actually as low as 0.7 there, around there. So 0.7% that are left saying yes. I know. I brought the most strange news you've ever had. People who are betting, money has exchanged hands. This is a weird thing. It's a weird idea. It's a weird concept that over $1 million was spent betting on whether Jesus was coming back in 2025. Now, I'm not sure exactly how does the market cap whole thing work with Polycap and all, with Poly Markets and whatnot, and all of these betting sites, because it looks like the money just keeps going. There are some bets which are over 100 million here, okay? Like the one of Trump, I think that one was, actually as a whole, the website, I think there was a period where they had over 3 point something billion. That was in a certain period worth of bets. And so that just adds a thought to it. You know, you just think you know the world, but until something like that comes up. And so I've known about the website. Yesterday, I actually remembered it when the whole rapture thing failed yesterday. I was like, hey, there was that website that had a prediction. Let me go check it. I'm going to find this helped accelerate this entire thing even lower. And so the more skeptical, so this is based off of real things that might be happening. It will be affect people. Maybe people will start to pull out and whatnot and stuff like that. And so the decision will be based on yes or no. I don't exactly know how it works. It's just something that I remember hearing about in January, and I thought it was wild that over $1 million was spent betting on whether Jesus was going to come back. I'll tell me your thoughts down in the comment section. Strict Reality Show with daily Christian commentary videos. You know, I try to mix in episodes. For those that are outside, I try to mix in. I'm very conscious. I don't just post consistently the same thing. I try to shake it up so that you know, it's not just depressing. It's just study. And so I try to mix it in. Sometimes I'll push an episode a little bit forward so that, you know, it's not all the same. It's not just us saying the Bible says. We talk about other aspects of things that are happening within the church with a different tone. The same way I like it, I hope you guys like having it in this manner. There are other people that are just, verse. I prefer this type, We get into the serious stuff and then we lighten up the mood. That's why it kind of like pisses me off when a person comes here and says, is that all you do? I represent everything that I like out there. Other things that I think I want to share with other people, that's what I kind of like post out. Y'all tell me your thoughts down in the comment section and I'll see you later. Y'all have a blessed day.